I'm Lillian. I'm a professor of psychology at UGA in the Industrial Organizational Psychology program, where I've been here since 1996, so I spent my whole career here at the University of Georgia. So I'm trained as an industrial organizational psychologist, which means I basically study the psychology of workplace behavior. So my research within industrial organizational psychology is related to occupational health. So I'm very interested in understanding how people can be more healthy at work and how the workplace influences people's home life, as well as how people experience stress at work and different kinds of interventions and ways that we can support people to reduce their stress at work while remaining happy and productive. I also am very interested in relationships at work, and so those could be relationships with your coworkers, with your manager or your leader, as well as mentoring relationships people develop that help them be successful and navigate their careers within organizational settings. So now I'm really been interested in integrating research on mindfulness, which is an intervention that's been used extensively in clinical settings to help people manage stress, and it involves being kind of centered in the present moment. It involves being able to have attentional control and be compassionate toward yourself and the way that you think about the world around you. So I've been really interested in incorporating mindfulness into industrial psychology, particularly to understand how people can be more effective in relationships. So if people can be more mindful of themselves and mindful of others, then we think that this will probably enhance their interpersonal relationships and particularly their ability to help develop other people. So we've been doing some really interesting laboratory work, manipulating mindfulness, and then looking to see how it has kind of downstream effects as people interact with others interpersonally. We're also really interested in mentoring relationships, what proteges can do to solicit support from mentors. So we often think of mentoring as kind of a passive experience where proteges just get the support of mentors, but we actually realize that there's a lot of things that proteges can do to solicit support and to act in ways that are reinforcing to mentors that then leads to further mentoring behaviors. Industrial organizational psychology I've always found really fascinating. I mean, it's the kind of topic that you can sit down with anyone from your grandmother to your child and talk about stresses at work and how people make career decisions. So it's just one of those areas that I think people can really connect to. And in terms of IO psychology today, it's one of the fastest growing occupations for people who do consulting work. It also applies across a wide spectrum of different kinds of work. So everything is an organization, right? A university is an organization, the military is an organization, the corporate world is an organization. So there's just so many opportunities for us to help create healthier and happier places for people to work. So I do collaborate a bit with folks in other disciplines, and I think for me, taking an interdisciplinary perspective has been really, really valuable to my research. So I find actually that I'm often sought out as a collaborator, kind of for the reasons I was just talking about. For example, someone might be interested in teacher burnout but not know anything about industrial psychology. Well, we're experts in burnout. And so they might know a whole lot about school systems and the unique stressors that are happening in a school system, but it takes an organizational psychologist can come into that kind of context and apply rich theory and strong methods and a really unique perspective to try to understand that experience of stress. I'm looking for people who are doing interesting work and are taking an interdisciplinary approach. I think that's really, really valuable, especially in terms of my work on mentoring and occupational health.